Hey wine lovers, this is Greg Martellotto at BigHammerWines.com. Today I'm going to share with you a secret acronym that wine pros use to taste, evaluate, and better appreciate all sorts of wine. What is it? It's BLIC, B-L-I-C. BLIC, balance, length, intensity, and complexity. Balance, the first one, has to do with, are all the parts of the wine coming together? So you have to know, what are the parts of the wine? Well, it's the acidity. At the end of the day, grapes make wine. Similarly, a wine that is produced from grapes must have a balance of not too much acid, not too little acid, not too much fruit, not too little fruit. That's balance. We also look at tannins. So tannic acid, which comes from the grape skins in red wines, comes from oak aging. That too must be in balance. A very tannic wine is like tea that you've steeped for too long. And you can find the similar astringency in wine. When we talk about balance, we also want to look at alcohol. So a wine that's overly alcoholic, you'll feel it. You can feel a burning literally in your chest. You can taste this hotness, and we actually use that word. We call it hot. Step 2, length. So how long does the wine last in your mouth after you drink it? The length of the wine often indicates a level of quality. So a wine with a short length doesn't have a lot going on in the mouth. It's kind of like you drink it and you forget about it. Whereas a wine with incredible persistence and length, when you put it in your mouth, it just stays with you. It lingers, it haunts you. It reminds you 3-4 minutes later, it's still with you, and it's an incredible experience. The third step is intensity. What does that mean? Typically, we're referring to the aromas. So what does it smell like? In addition to the palate. So what does it taste like? So the aromas is pretty easy to identify. We know that the nose knows. The nose is really smart and identifies millions of scent components. So on a quality level, just from assessing the nose, lower quality, less expensive wines tend not to have a lot of aromatic compounds. They're pretty neutral. Same thing goes for flavors. So when you taste that wine, high intensity, lots of different flavors, lots of power in the mouth. It really attracts your attention and kind of stops you in your tracks when it's a really intense wine. The fourth component is complexity. This brings it all together. So is there a level of intrigue? This is one of the words I like to use. Is there a level of complexity, layered depth, that keeps you coming back for more? So high quality wines, I happen to like Chateau Margaux very much. As you drink it, it changes. So we opened this probably a couple hours ago. The wine is already different, unfurling, unfolding in the glass and the mouth, showing these layers of development that speak about a serious wine, a more complex wine, a wine that begs you to sort of dive in and ask more questions like, wow, how did they make this? Because it's so impressive. So BLIC, balance, length, intensity, and complexity. 4 steps to evaluating wine. And really it's a check mark. 1, 2, 3, 4. If, for instance, you're tasting a wine for the first time and you're using this formula and it has one of the 4, we're probably not going to spend a lot of time with, we're not going to really want to come back to. If it checks 2 of the boxes, it might be one of those wines that captures our interest. It's got some qualities that are kind of serviceable, a wine that it gets the job done. Now, if you could evaluate a wine and it has 3 of those 4 boxes, so you taste it, balanced, there's some length, it doesn't just disappear in the mouth. It's not super intense, but there's some complexity, there's some oak aging, so it's got 3 of the 4 components. You think, hey, pretty good wine, I might buy this again. If it checks all 4 boxes, now we're talking. Now we're into wines that we remember, wines that raise eyebrows. That's what we're looking for at Big Hammer Wines. That's how we evaluate. In general, if the wine checks all 4 of the boxes, we're interested. I hope you can implement this formula because it will really give you a better awareness and really serve as a great reminder for, drinking conscientiously. Because once you start evaluating wine consciously, you get a better appreciation for wine and the beauty it offers, the layers, the depth. So remember, wine is about enjoyment and getting to taste more wine, to travel places all over the world through a single bottle. And if you like this video, I hope you'll subscribe to our channel and share it with any wine lovers you know. Cheers.